What is going on, everybody? We are back on it, My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 13. Before we jump into it, just a couple kind of laundry list of things here for the channel and all that kind of stuff. By the time you guys are seeing this video, my reaction to Hunter x Hunter Episode 130 and 131 should be up on the channel, so check that out if you're interested in any kind of Hunter x Hunter activity. By this time tomorrow, I'd say by probably noon or 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, I'm going to have a poll on my YouTube community page. If you do not know how to get there, go to my channel and you'll see all these options here of home, video, playlist, community. Just click on the community button and I'll have a poll here. As you can see, we posted a poll the other day. Maybe that'll focus on we posted a poll the other day. That's all you need to know. So by this time tomorrow, there will be a new poll up with I think about 4 to 5 or 4 to 6 new anime suggestions that I've gotten from majority Patreon members and some people off of YouTube. Because I'm finished Code Geass this past week, and I'm about to start cranking out 3 Hunter x Hunter videos a week now that I'm not reacting to anything but 1 episode a week of My Hero. I've got time to get back to the 3 uploads a week. So we're going to be done with Hunter x Hunter in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So by probably like Valentine's Day, we'll be done with Hunter x Hunter. So I need some new animes to start. So there'll be a poll up there. I can't remember all the suggestions that I'm going to have, but there'll be Demon Slayer. I think Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think, is going to be an option. Parasite. And I think we had a couple show suggestions. So I can't remember if it was like Mandalorian or we had what was I've got to look at the list. I think we had Black Mirror suggestions, which isn't anime. Like it doesn't have to be anime related. So if you guys have any late suggestions you'd like to drop in, just direct message me on Twitter or leave it in the YouTube comments. And if enough people would like to see it, we'll kind of go from that. So we have that 3 times a week Hunter x Hunter, and then just that poll video that'll be up. And then we'll start cranking these things out. And the next live stream we have will be next Monday to Hunter x Hunter episode 135, which I think will be our last live stream for Hunter x Hunter. But got all that done. Jumping back over to My Hero Academia, I'm really curious on how we kind of go about jumping with last video's comments section. A lot of you kind of said the same thing, that Overhaul's quirk isn't it's kind of left open-ended / isn't really explained that deeply in the manga. And my biggest question is, clearly we saw him destroy himself and then put himself back together, merging with somebody else. That leads just to, you're just opening Pandora's box on how many people he could dismember with himself and then put back together. 5 people, 10 people. He's pretty much damn near, he's one for all, if you really think about it. He's doing the exact same thing. Now, what his body is able to handle, but I mean, can we not say that he's doing the exact same thing? We saw him use the other guy's quirk, albeit in a different manner, but if he dismembered 5 people and then put himself back together, say he put himself, like, the people in the room, say he kills Sue, Uraraka, and fuses himself back together with the guy that he's already kind of dismembered, would he all of a sudden have like frog-like reflexes and be able to use the tongue like she does? Could he all of a sudden make things float gravity-wise? I'm not sure. And then if he decides he wants to disassemble with the people he's fused with, they can then be brought back individually? Are we agreeing with that? If he fuses with Uraraka and then decides, all right, I want to go back to my original state, I mean, I guess he could choose to not put her back together after he kind of disassembles, but in essence, could he? I mean, it's just a Pandora's box on like what he can and can't do with that. And I guess my biggest question, which I guess a lot of you kind of let me know, we never really find out or know, is how he's able to essentially kill himself or disassemble himself, and then himself, presumably being dead, still be able to put himself back together. Like there's got to be a loss of consciousness or subconsciousness somewhere when he disassembles himself. So how does his quirk work in time to where it's too late that he's like too far dead, you know? If that makes sense. Like it has to be instant, or I don't think one hand assembles and one hand disassembles, because you could think maybe he touches himself at the same time like this, and but I don't know. That's just the kind of the Pandora's box of like how he does what he does. Um, and then I've been preaching since the end of like season 2 for Hunter, My Hero Academia, to start raising the stakes, like people dying, people losing their quirks, like actually important characters dying. So Night Eye, I would say, even though we've only got 13 episodes of him, if he dies, that'd be pretty impactful. And if Mirio really never gets back his quirk, that'd be pretty impactful. But we saw Eerie pleading with Overhaul, saying, "Put them back together, and I'll willingly like come back to you. You know, put everybody back the way they were." Is he just gonna kind of hit like a Pain attacks the Leaf Village type thing and hit a reset button, and everybody like goes on about their day how they were? Is he gonna leave them as is? Um, I'm not sure. And then it comes down to like Mirio. Does he get his quirk back? Like how do you raise the stakes but everybody turns out okay in the end and take it seriously, take a threat seriously? I mean, it was cool to see. This is the first time we really saw a villain, I think, since Stain. Because One for All, that's a different discussion. But Stain, I mean, but he was working a group of kids at the time, you know? Um, and I guess it still has been a group of kids, but Overhaul kind of, he wasn't as strong as Mirio, but still pretty much accomplished the same thing, making him useless. Night Eye looking like he's dead. Deku at the moment looking like he doesn't stand a chance. What I really hope is they don't use Mirio and Night Eye as a stepping stool for Deku to show like, you know, his abilities. Because I feel like if Mirio couldn't do it, and we had Overhaul even admitting like, you were better than me, you were stronger than me, I hope they don't use that as a stool to catapult Deku. Like Deku was able to defeat him, and not only was he able to defeat him, he was able to defeat him merged. So we saw the girls bust in. I didn't know who I thought that was that busted in at the end of the last episode. I'm like, is that All Might? Is that One for All? Like, is this Endeavor? Like, who is this? Who's this masked man? But we saw the fight from above fall back in. I watched the beginning, the first kind of like cold opening 15 seconds, the villain that they were fighting. He absorbs people's life essence and in turn kind of makes him stronger. It looks like he also injected himself with a quirk enhancement drug, because Dragon Lady made it seem like he had to be in physical contact to take somebody's life essence to make himself stronger. This time he wasn't touching anybody and just started hulking out. So we'll see how long that boost lasts until it turns out to be useless. And then how it goes. I hope Deku just doesn't save the day. I'd more kind of hope that like this distraction of them falling gives a chance for kind of everybody to get to safety. Maybe Overhaul grabs Eerie and they get out. And then we have the big question with Night Eye and his vision and what he saw. He says no matter what happens, what he sees always happens. It doesn't matter if you try to change it, what you try to do. I made the example, like if I walk up this flight of stairs or I do something, I'm going to die. It doesn't matter if I wait, I go a different route. The end result is going to be the same. And he said he saw himself and Deku die. We know Deku's not going to die. It's his story on how he became the greatest hero. So my only way I think that his vision doesn't become true is if Overhaul puts Night Eye back together. And in that same question, if if Overhaul destroyed Mirio and put him back together, does he come back together with his quirk? Because when we've seen when he puts people back together, they don't have illnesses, and their stamina's back to normal, all the injuries. Would he gain his quirk back? I'm not sure. And we got to figure out what the hell's happened to Eraserhead. This man he's currently incapacitated. So we've been talking for 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Oh, I'm also trying to hit 6,000 subscribers in year 2020. We're 200 subscribers off, so if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 13. 13. Pressing play right now. Here we go. Damn, these girls are slumped. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen her in action. Oh, yeah, this is her. Okay, we get an explanation. Is she female Kaminari or what? They twist so they lack speed. So she's baby Captain Marvel or what? Is she just baby Captain Marvel? She uses her life force to shoot it out in beams. Okay. Drogon. There they go. These broads can still move. Is there a way? I mean, I'm sure she would have figured it out by now. She's one of the big three. Infinite 100%. Is there a way that she could train to make her beams not spiral and shoot them out in straight wave beams? Oh shit, it was damn Toga. Wow. Wow, that was wild. Oh wow, he's trying to capture the girl. Wow, if the league gets their hands on her, that changes a lot because it's like they're going to have to hold off heroes coming for her and Overhaul. This merged Super Saiyan over here. That's wild. Yeah, I wonder if Homegirl could somehow train hard enough to make her beams go straight faster. Okay, that's yeah. But I figure her being a part of the big three with Mirio and Homeboy, she would have figured out a way to make her beams come out faster by now, you figure, right? And I want to know like the power of those beams. Are they just like annoying little hit? What the hell was that? It's the boss's daughter? Oh, that's his granddaughter. What the hell? Oh wow. She's got her own kind of quirk going that didn't come from either parent. She's got that one horn going. Just destroying. When would somebody like her even know what to do with her quirk? It just destroys. The power to rewind? Was she the one putting herself back together? Like when he was slicing her? I have to let them save me because she knows they're not going to stop if she doesn't get saved. Wow. Dang, there's a lot of information dropped right there. You said she had the ability to because it looked like he was slicing her, and I'm like, oh, he's just slicing her and putting her back together, but it looked like she was doing that. And back to Homegirl, I want to know the power of those beams. Is it just an annoyance, like it pushes you out of the way, or that those beams will pierce through you? What's this soundtrack we got going on? He got her. This reminds me of a Inuyasha ending. This Inuyasha would always have these wild vocal soundtracks at the end of every episode. What was that glowing horn though? I got to go back to that section there. Oh, he's not having that shit. Neither can he. If, mm mm mm. Look at this man. And that was what. Can we talk about the mid transition of Overhaul disassembling himself with his buddy there? Oh, he got the hell out of there. Is Night Eye a lot? I can't tell. My man hit the boost and got out of there. Now what does he do though? Where do you go? You don't fly. She she flying? And what about everybody else down there? That shit's caving in. Dragon Girl can fly. Oh, he's pissed. She she is. Yeah, I was like, did he do that? He propelled it, or she did that? I think she did that. Oh my god, that was so fucking clean. Even though I never told her what her power was or how to use it. Oh, so he knew Eerie had this, whatever, this glowing. No, Deku, you didn't do that. I don't think he did that. Is he putting himself together with Big Boy? Or just put Big Boy back together? Holy shit, we're getting a lot of information right here. He's already seen it. She doesn't have any juice left. Yeah. I don't think that was Deku using 100%. And what sucks is like he's gonna think he did and try to go again. And my man has a cinder block through his chest. You don't know how the future will turn out. Well, he kind of does. Oh shit. I don't know what this man just became back there. And where are they going? Okay, they're finally on the ground. Damn. He's not coming back. What the hell is this man becoming? Is he at 100? Or maybe he is. Maybe he was the one sparkling. Just like that? No, it is her. Okay, he's talking about his injuries being healed, and yeah, it's her. That horn has got something going. Okay. Is this also part of her ability? She healed him, but also can't help that it's destroying him at the same time. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at this dude. She rewinds humans. Depending on how you use her, it might even be possible to turn a person back into a monkey. If you keep her carrying her like that, you'll be annihilated. Everyone who touches her will be rewound into nutshell. Oh wow. She rewinds them just like straight. So like, would he age in reverse until he was no more? There's so many questions. I'm still trying to understand this man's quirk. Is it rewinding him younger or just rewinding time? So she's got like two different things going here. She should be able to heal it. If he goes 100% or what he considers 100%, she should be able to hopefully, essentially, heal it like she did when he jumped. All right, Gohan, I see you. So many quirk questions. I extracted Erie's power and succeeded in bringing it to its endpoint. That is her quirk then. Okay, she doesn't have multiple things going on. Why the hell is this dude so big? Jeez, okay, this is definitely what's going to happen next episode then. This is about to end. That's it. Sonic Boom! Dang, Izuku. You're good. I don't think he got what he came for. How do you plan to land? She's never had to use it. She doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. She just got this glowing horn going. That excerpt we got from Overhaul about her quirk, though, I need to see it again. And with that black mask on, it's pretty damn clean, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you think I've gone too far? Watch this. We release some of the unfinished product. We'll let them catch a whiff. A serum that rewinds to restore the quirks. Hmm. Is this him explaining the plan? Yeah. Wow, he actually has a conscious over here. Hmm. He's like, you can't just do that to people. He's like, you know what? I think I can. He made him sick. He put him in that critical condition. Did he not put him back all the way? Like he destroyed him and brought him back at a certain state? Or I'll repair you. Shit. I didn't know. Again, another thing to his quirk. So when he brings you back, he doesn't have to bring you back whole or healthy. He can leave you back in a sick state or. Phew, brother. He's not fast enough. Look at this dude. Deku looking like Gohan out here. That's so wild to see him destroying himself. What the? Some Netero shit going on right here. Oh my god. It sounded like I'm watching damn One Punch Man with those base drop punches. Look at that. Definitely made contact, but did it do any? Oh, we're gonna get to see his face. Maybe. I'm guessing Night Eye has seen this. I saw it. Oh, did it not go like this? He changed it that easily? That was quick. Just like that, he changed it. Alright. I did not see. Huh? Okay. That was quick. Oh shit. As dope as that was, God, it's just unfortunate that should have been Mirio, you know? That should have been Mirio's victory, not Deku's, but it's not the story how Mirio became the number one hero, it's the story how Deku became the number one hero. Am I right? Let's see if there's a Post credit, post credit. Anybody got a post credit, post credit, post credit? Oh, there, Bucko. I need to go back to that one line about her quirk. So it's not with her blood or whatever it might be. Okay, here we go. What did he say? Because hold on, let me pause it before we even continue. I don't know, maybe all of you kind of knew what was already going on, but I guess we were under the impression that something in her blood had the ability to completely destroy slash erase quirks. But I guess maybe it doesn't, because how would they have a imperfect version of it and then a perfect version of it? Like when he was talking about how we saw Tamaki get hit with the bullet that I'm guessing had some kind of mixture that involved her blood, but it wasn't permanent. And now all of a sudden they have a permanent. So I guess when you look at it like that, maybe it's not her blood permanently erases quirks. I don't know what they're mixing her blood with. If it's her skin or her flesh, because I think he said it was in her skin. Whatever it is, we were under some kind of impression that her cells, her skin, her blood had the ability to erase quirks for a moment or permanently. Um, what's the difference? I don't know what they did between the difference of what they shot Tamaki with and what they shot Mirio with. Um, Either way, let me see what he said. Either of you know the value of Erie's power? I extracted Erie's power and succeeding in bringing it to its endpoint. As a result, it doesn't stop at simply winding back the flesh. So he but experimented in what way? Pushed her to make her stronger? That way, kind of enhance her quirk? Or he experimented with mixing her blood and flesh with chemicals, with other quirks? Like, what does he mean by he experimented with her flesh? How did we elevate what she had to it? How did we take it to another level? Um, as a result, it doesn't stop by winding back the flesh. So in winding back the flesh, like we saw with the rat, she took the rat from like a matured rat or mouse or what have you, and took it back to like its infant form. So she's not healing, like he said. He she could rewind back humans to like their primal monkey state. So I don't think she's. I mean, I guess she is kind of controlling an individual's time, because Deku messed up his legs when he went to jump. She didn't heal his legs. She rewinded time before his legs gave out, which I'm guessing is the essential, pretty much what her quirk is, the ability to, I guess you could kind of say, I'm trying to give it, what's the proper, I guess, way to word it. Um, Almost like she has the ability to reset time for individuals, not reset time of like she could turn back the time of like the world or something like that. Or if I'm in a room with 10 people, she couldn't reset the whole room back 10 minutes, but she could pretty much set you back on like a biological level, which is just a lot to get into. It winds back on a much greater scale. It rewinds the course of the species to its unmutated form. That's the kind of power. And then see, with that though, it didn't rewind Mirio as far as like him getting younger or back to his primal state. It pretty much, what Overhaul was able to do was get it to a point that it could rewind a person's DNA back to the time of when quirks weren't 80% of the population. He's pretty much resetting people's DNAs with her quirk. How he did that, I don't know. how he pretty much extracted her quirk, worked with the blood, worked with her skin cells, worked with whatever, and somehow manifested it in a way to where if injected into somebody else, it wouldn't affect them as far as like if Deku jumped off with his legs and his legs were dangling out there and he had that bullet with Erie's DNA cells, if he shot himself with the gun, it wouldn't reset his injuries back to where it was to make him younger, essentially rewind time for Deku. It's changing his biological DNA blood makeup to be how it was prior to quirks. How Overhaul got her quirk from here to what we're seeing in the bullet, I don't know what happened in between. It's absolutely wild. And then we just got some really great, I mean, animation budget was definitely put here for sure. We got some great shots. I mean, the Deku shots of him being able to use, I'm not going to say, I don't think he's using one for all at 100%, meaning he's not using it at what All Might was using it at, if that makes sense. I feel like All Might's 100% of one for all was here. Deku's current 100% might be like down here, but it's 100% for what he can handle. As he gets stronger, his 100% will, I think we agree on that, his 100% will increase. I mean, we just got some great, the constant shots of Overhaul dismembering himself and then putting himself back together has just been some great, great shots. I mean, like right here, oh man, that was great. At like the 1940 mark, I mean, he's just not quick enough to keep up. And then Deku's Super Saiyan glowing eyes and is that Deku maneuvering through the air? How is he essentially, I'm guessing he's just the air pressure like All Might. Is he just kind of jumping through the air? Golly. Yeah, these shots here of Overhaul mid dismembering himself and then going right back together was amazing. Those are some of the best shots we've had. And then whatever this let me bring this back down. This Netero 100 palm animation shot we got was pretty great. Where was that at? Those are kind of two of the best shots of the whole episode. This here, I mean, just wild, absolutely wild, absolutely wild. Probably the shot of the episode. All right, that's enough before we get copyrighted. And then Night Eye pretty much saying like this isn't what I saw. So what factor did he not take into account / not see? I mean, did he not see Erie being a player in this? You figured he would have seen that. Does he think? We know as viewers, Deku's not going to die here. Let's just get that out of the way. You know, spoiler alert. You can't be the number one hero. This can't be the story of how you became the number one hero if you die in the middle of the show, the anime, you know. This isn't the end. From my information, My Hero Academia is not ending anytime soon. There might be season 5, 6, 7. Deku's not, the main character isn't going to die in the 4th season. So clearly he's going to live, but was it that easy? Night Eye's just going to be like, huh, I saw him die. I guess he's not going to die. We win. All right. Put the handcuffs on Overhaul. Let's get out of here. Like, that's it? Or is something going to happen here where, I mean, clearly Overhaul's, I don't think he's finished. What's wild is, like, he can just keep resetting himself, and coming back, like, stamina and all. crazy. So what happens? I mean, does it go this easy? Deku just out here wheeling, dealing at 100% capacity. You know, keep healing me, keep healing me. Let's keep doing it. And you figure this 100% it's got to be good for his body too, though, just to kind of be able, even though he's getting healed essentially as it's going, just for his body to be exposed to this 100% output, hopefully will help him in the long run. I don't know how Night Eye is still alive with this cinder block he's got through his chest. Do we even know where Mirio is? The whole place has been destroyed. And then just wild, just the things that Overhaul is able to do is wild. And then just kind of finding, I guess, maybe a revelation of Erie's quirk. Between her quirk and Overhaul's, like, I don't know. And I don't even think it's hers that's, like, confusing. The confusing part about her quirk is how Overhaul elevated it. Pretty much he put her quirk on steroids. So instead of her rewinding time, she's just... The fact that he's able to isolate it to where it's not rewinding a person's physical outlook makeup, it's like on a like particle DNA level. How he did that, and I don't know if it's that such a big deal. Like, are you guys understand? Did you get that right off the bat? Like, oh, that makes sense. I don't know why you keep asking that question. We'll figure it out and let me know. I guess that's about it. I mean, great episode. I'm tight that, like, it looks like Deku's gonna get the win, but maybe he won't. And we have what, 24 something episodes. So I'm guessing the overhaul part doesn't end here, or maybe it does. Because usually, I feel like the majority of the seasons we've gotten, the villain kind of is always towards the end, except for Stain. But you could say Stain, I guess, wasn't the main villain of that season. But every time the League of Villains attacked or something, it was always towards the end of the season. One for All was towards the end of the season. I mean, we still had some stuff mixed in there. So is Overhaul just going to be kind of is the Overhaul arc in the Eerie storyline going to be wrapped up here in the next episode or two, and then we kind of pivot to a different direction for the final 10 episodes of the season? So we've got what, 2.5 months left before the season ends. Have we gotten a season every year? You guys let me know. I got the pleasure of being able to binge watch season 1 and 2. But have we gotten a season every year? I forget how long the gap was between season 3 and season 4. But yeah, you guys fill me in on all that. Let me know. If you're anime-only watchers, what are you making of Overhaul's quirk? And it's kind of... he's got levels to this shit. And Erie's quirk, and then how he was pretty much able to elevate her quirk. And what'd you think of Deku wheeling and dealing at 100%? I mean, it looks dope. It's gonna suck whenever the next thing happens. He's not always gonna have Erie on his back like Yoda, you know? So when do we get to the point where he's able to wheel and deal it without her? I mean, the animation that they're doing with him looks at... this is the best animated episode of the season so far, for sure. And there's been a lot of complaints that it's been bad, and a lot of complaints about how, especially with the Mirio fight, how it was so still framed, and when you get somebody that has the ability to slip through time and space and things like that, it makes for, like, that's like tossing you a grapefruit and you're hitting it out of the park. Like, that's just asking to be animated. Like, I think every animator's dream would be to work with something like that, to get like up close and personal shots of things slipping through, slipping in, solidifying, not solidifying, and we didn't really get much of that. But here, though, I mean, we had a lot of shots of like up close of Deku like moving back and forth, him exchanging blows with Overhaul, disassembling, assembling midair, disassembling, assembling midair. The animation that they put on Erie and Deku, I don't know why she's glowing, what that has to do with anything, but it looks cool. And so that's the the head boss's granddaughter, and at least he has some kind of conscience, like, hey, this is a human, you can't just do this. But yeah, solid episode, 45-minute reaction discussion, and that'll about end it for us. So about this time tomorrow, or if you're watching this on Sunday, or whenever, there should be a poll up on which animes to vote on next, because we're going to be done with Hunter x Hunter here in the next 4 weeks, probably around Valentine's Day. We'll be completely wrapped up, 148 episodes done. And then we'll just be having this on Saturday, so I need something to add to the lineup here. I know Demon Slayer, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has been suggested. Death Note, Mandalorian, Parasite, Goblin Slayer, and just a bunch of different kind of like Black Mirror TV shows, and just a lot going on. So we'll have a good 4 or 5 suggestions. One's going to be a Patreon only, and then one will be YouTube. And then when I finish that entire series, I'll put it on YouTube, but that'll be Patreon only. And a lot of requests for this podcast that we joked about in the live stream last night. So maybe we'll kind of do a monthly or weekly anime only podcast. I feel like maybe that is a thing or not a thing. I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out as we go from there. And yeah, you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm ready for some playoff football. National championship for colleges on Monday. And if you don't like sports, disregard any of those statements. And we'll go from there. So y'all have a good weekend. I'll catch you back Monday with Hunter x Hunter episode 132. And don't forget the polls that I'll have up. We'll go from there. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. Trying to get to 6,000 subscribers. And as always,